Sir, welcome to Starviews program.
Thanks, Anil. Thank you so much.
I welcome on behalf of Starviews. Today we have KJ Alphons, former Union Minister, former bureaucrat, and he has produced a very fantastic book for society, for people who would like to know. Sir, can you tell me what triggered you to write this book?
Anil, the title of the book is The Winning Formula. Here is the book. The Winning Formula, 52 Ways to Change Your Life. Basically, the objective of the book is very simple. It is to tell people that you can do anything you want if you want to. So, I was a big failure in school. I got only 42%. I studied in the Malayalam medium school under kerosene lamp. And from that 42%, I became one of the IAS toppers. I became a district collector. I won the best district collector award for many years. I quit IAS, became an MLA, won the best MLA award. I was commissioner, Delhi Development Authority, knocked down 14,310 illegal buildings. Then I became a union minister and I was an MP. So I've been able to do quite a few things in my life. So what I'm trying to tell people is, look here, if you want to do it, doesn't matter how much marks you got in your school, you can do it. You have to dream big and you can achieve anything through hard work. That's the message of the book.
So, main message of this book that a simple man can achieve his target with his efforts and his goal. So, what mechanism you have produced in the book? So, one person, one individual can follow it, sir.
Absolutely. Anil, what I have done is I've written 13 chapters, short chapters. Each chapter is only 4 pages about myself. How I've been able to change the system. You see, most IAS officers keep blaming the system, political interference. I'm saying no, we can do anything that we want. I never had any political interference. I also have written about 39 other ordinary people who done astounding things in their lives. So a police constable who does things, an ordinary person, a blind person learning 13 languages, a girl on a wheelchair from a poor family in a remote tribal village getting into the civil service, somebody telling the son, their only son, hey, do whatever you want, be happy, and then they becoming something, a construction worker becoming an IPS officer. So we have the stories of so many people in this book who done extraordinary things with their lives. So I think it's something which anybody can replicate.
Sir, can you tell me, do you think that this book will be a bestseller book?
Anil, I hope everybody in this country reads. Like I've written in my preface, mothers, please read this book to your children before they are even able to read. And then to young people, school kids, hey, dream big, it's possible. You are not an idiot. I mean, you have the brains, you have the talent, you can do anything you want. And I'm telling youngsters, look here, the whole world is before you. But you need to take control of your life. You have the intelligence, you have the brains, have a dream, follow up, hard work, smart work. You're just not working like a donkey, but smart work, you can do anything you want. And decide, you have a backbone. You need to stand up and fight for the truth. And of course, I keep telling children, your backbone is at the back. So think, and then you can achieve anything. And I'm telling corporate sector people, look here, I was in the corporate sector, working as managing director of Kerala Milk Federation. And I'm telling them, look here, keep the citizen as your focus. Make them happy, and then you will grow. So there is something for everybody. Also for politicians, there's a chapter called Politics Can Be Clean. How after quitting from the IAS, I became an independent MLA on 32nd day. I completely redefined what an MLA can be. I was with the people, living in a small, tiny little room, driving my own car, and I brought enormous amount of money to my constituency. Not only that, we got everything done in a fixed time. We had a countdown board. So if you really want to, you can do anything in this country. And that's the kind of people which Anil will require in India. If the Prime Minister is talking about India becoming a developed nation by 2047, you need every citizen who believes in himself and says, yes, I can make a change, I can make a difference. So I hope this book can do that job, and actually this book can. So I want everybody to read this book.
Sir, I want to know, can you briefly tell us what are the main points of book which give interest to the common people? What are the central idea of the book?
Yeah, the central idea is a belief in yourself. That God has created you, you are special, you are unique. Don't be a photocopy. Don't try to be like your parents. Don't try to be like your friend or your teacher. And I'm telling teachers, hey, allow the kids to dream for themselves. Let them discover the truth, not from the mobile, not from WhatsApp, not from TikTok or any of these social sites. Discover the truth. Find it for yourself. So life must be a journey of discovery. So, and then of course action. I'm a man who believes in action. Do something to change things. Start with your neighborhood, start with your school, plant a tree, do something to bring fresh air and environment. Help a student who is weak, who is poor. If you give up one pizza, maybe you can teach a child a month. So become compassionate and you can be very efficient. You see, you just need to say, I will do this. And then of course, plan out systematically, work hard, smart work. Like I'm able to do everything the best possible way because I'm determined. Whatever happens, I will just do it. See, I'm telling you this because I, who scored only 42%, coming from a village, if I could do this, everyone in this country can do better than what I did. So it's a question of imbibing this book. I'm telling people, read only one chapter a day, think about it, make it, internalize that book and say, well, I'm going to be different.
Sir, in this scenario, there are few challenges which book industry is facing. Now the habit and culture of reading book is being reduced because of online presence of the things, because of other social media presence. So it's very important that some interesting things should be there in the book so people will purchase it and read it. So do you think that material is available in the book?
Anil, every story is so incredible. Every story. I mean, if you ask me what is my favorite story, 13 is about myself. You laugh because I led a different life, getting into the IAS, being an IAS officer, never blaming the system, doing things which everybody said is impossible. I always raised my hand and said, I will do it. Then the story of a lot of other people, take a lady police constable in Kerala. She finds children abandoned on the street, including a 3-month-old child. She is a breastfeeding mother. Without asking the caste, creed, where you come from, she breastfeeds this kid. Don't you think it's an amazing act of humanity?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I have so many stories like this in this book of people who, just ordinary people who decided, yes, I will do something extraordinary. No, this police constable will continue to be a police constable. She's not going to become the DGP of police or something. But what she's done is remarkable. So stories like that. I mean, there is also the story of my brother who is the director of the biggest leprosy home in Asia called Sumanahali. And he lives among lepers for 15 years with HIV patients, with children who are destitute or alcoholics, drug addicts, and the enormous difference it's made. I also talk about a boy, my own cousin, who was absolutely tongue-tied, would never even talk to anybody when he was in school. And today he's in the Guinness Book as having made the longest speech in the history of the universe, 77 hours. So, you decide you want to be something. So there are stories of a lot of other people. And also there is also the story of how India Chandrayaan landed on the dark side of the moon. I mean, we spent so little money and then we landed on the dark side of the moon.
That's right.
There's a story of Tessie Thomas, the missile woman of India, coming from a small village, studying in the local school and local engineering college. She became the missile woman of India, protecting India. So it's a question of everybody deciding that I have a destiny, I need to make a difference. Don't just leave it to the Prime Minister, Chief Minister, or your MP or the district collector. I will do things myself. So that's the basic message of the book.
Sir, any interesting story from or during your side when you had been MP and Minister in Delhi? Any interesting story?
Well, I'll tell you the story of when I was a Commissioner of Delhi Development Authority from 92 onwards. We demolished 14,300 illegal buildings belonging to the mafia. My wife was beaten up. Oh. I went to office under police protection. I carried a gun. My children went to school under police protection. Still, my wife was beaten up and left for dead. I mean, I was so scared because generally I'm never scared, but I was so mortally scared. Your wife being beaten up and dying, and then. But the very next day, what we did, Anil? We got onto the street and we said, okay, we are going to clean garbage. This is during the plague in 1994. And he said, okay, dare to touch us. And 5,000 people joined us. So the message is simple. You might get beaten up doing your job, but then don't give up. Just get back on the street and the people will be with me. See, I'm from South India, I'm from Kerala, and when I came here, everybody called me Madrasi. But in 1994, 2 years later, when I was doing a good job, Times of India did a poll on me, and I got 89.6% of Delhi people supporting me. So if you do a good job, Anil, the entire world supports you,
That's
and they are
right.
with you. So have courage, take life into your own hands. India needs courageous people. We need gutsy people. We need kids who are able to dream, young people who will say, yes, I will do it. So that's the whole message of this book.
Sir, when you are planning to launch this book, because since the book has appeared, you might have planned to launch it when it is. You are
Anil,
launching people.
Yeah, Anil, this is being released from India International Center, Delhi on 21st, that is next Thursday. But the book is already available on Amazon. I mean, the cost of the book is only 500 rupees. After discount, Amazon is offering at 370 rupees. It's less than the cost of a pizza. So please buy it. You know, this could be life transforming and transformative. Please buy this book and read it to your children, your friends, with your teachers, and really, I mean, take this into your heart. With this book can change your life.
Sir, I am obliged for your interview. Thank you so much for appearing in Starviews program.
Thanks, Anil. Thanks for talking to me. And I hope this makes a huge transformation in the life of India.
Thank you so much, sir.